Hello and welcome to another episode of Metal Effort. My name's Nehemiah, and today we're responding to a tag from Banter 247, you sneaky devil. The original tag, I think it was started by Slicey Dicey, and it's simply this challenge. You have to spend at least $900, but no more than $1,000, and you have to have at least 5 knives included. So Banter 247 is maniacally laughing because he knows I like nice, expensive, fidgety knives, and he's wondering what is gonna have to go onto the chopping block. I can't just choose my 2 favorite CKF knives, which would be around $1,000 exactly, because it's only 2 knives and I need 5. So, what do? Do I do like my 2 favorite knives, like the Herman Sting, the CKF 5th 23, and like some butter knives? Is that what I do? Can I cheat? Can I do that? That's probably my answer. I mean, if there's like no holds bar, I'm not gonna lose any respect. This is my choice. So that's my answer. If I'm assuming everybody's gonna get a grumble fest over that, let's do it for real, and I'll walk you through my logic on what I would actually do if I had to pick 5 real knives, and stick to the plan. So, pick number 1, we're going to do the Spidey Chef from Spyderco. I think this is probably my number 1 recommended knife to people of Earth, and it's a fantastic choice. It's amazing steel, LC200N. It's kind of a jack of all trades. It can do pretty much anything. Edge retention is pretty decent. Toughness is decent. And the corrosion resistance is off the charts. So it's kind of idiot proof. And just the ergonomics of the knife are such that even though it's very thin, it's kind of tall, and it just kind of makes sense for the design of the knife. You can cut onto cutting boards without getting your knuckles in the way too bad. Beautiful wired clip, deep carry. And the lock stick eventually did go away, and now I've just got like a beautiful specimen. So this, if I could only pick one knife, it's probably the knife that I would have to pick because it's just so amazingly well-rounded. This is clocking in at $215. Next, I'm gonna go with a budget option just to make the numbers work, but I also think it's just a solid choice anyway, and that's the Civivi Backlash. It's coming in. It's like $42.50. I'm gonna call it 43. I'll round up just to make it more difficult on myself, I suppose. And this is a really good specimen. It's got a fantastic action. This can kind of be the gateway drug for getting somebody that's not really into the knife hobby into the knife hobby. And this is also a very often recommended knife, and I just like it. It's a solid option, especially at that price point. Next is also a Civivi knife that I don't have on my person. I lent that knife to Nick Shabazz, but I'll put her up on the screen. It's the Civivi McKenna, which was designed by Elijah Isham. And that's one of my new favorite budget knives. I think that's the best Civivi knife there is. And it's clocking in at about $68 right now. It's sold out many places, but I'm sure they're going to make more. And so we got 2 budget options. We got the Spidey Chef. Next, I'm going to go with kind of our hard use option, which is going to be the Spyderco Shaman. This doesn't have to be M4. In fact, if I was going to make a blind recommendation to somebody, I'd probably just say get the S30V one for the stainless steel aspect of it. You can see I'm already getting some patina on this sucker from being M4. It oils. I need to clean it off and stay on top of it better. But amazing steel. But more than that, the design of the knife is just off the charts. I've got a whole video kind of comparing the Shaman to the Man X2 and the PM2, and ultimately this gets the nod for many reasons. Watch the video if you're interested. But one newfound thing that I didn't even mention in that video is just my appreciation for being able to front flip the knife. I just knocked down the jimps. They're a little bit sharp, and so on my DMT extra course, I just kind of smoothed it out a little bit, and now it's super duper easy to front flip. I handed it to Nick Shabazz to see if he could do it, and he got it on the first try, so I think that definitely makes a difference, and so that just adds another level of like a big, burly, beefy, reliable blade that's also really fun to fidget with. It's got the compression lock. Spidey flick is awesome. You could do the Sebenz open, or if you really want to be crazy, get that that front flipper action going on. This is clocking in at, I'm going to say 188, because you're not going to be able to get the M4 version. You're not going to be able to get the S90 version. So the only one that's really available right now is the S30V anyway, and that's $188 right now. And doing our math very carefully, that leaves with $6 to spare. I get to leave in the Herman Sting. And I knew that no matter what, I was going to have at least one high-end action piece in my 5. And the reason this gets the nod is it's the perfect size. You know, if I was to kind of describe the perfect knife to somebody without just pointing to an existing knife and just kind of like mentally designed one, this is pretty much it. It's a combination of like a neon and a like Holt Spectre, and it's just amazing. The action, it sounds awesome, and I hope it's coming across to you how snappy this D10 is. But once I actually hand the knife to somebody and they use it, they understand that this is in its own upper echelon, like class of its own. This is, I'm gonna go ahead and say it, the action on this is better than the Norseman I've handled and the Holt Spectre. I like the action that much. The fact that it's also like the perfect size, blade length on this thing, just really kind of hammers home why this is probably my favorite knife right now. You know, 3.25 inch cutting, you know, maybe 3.3 overall length. It is the perfect size. And you combine that with an awesome, unique long clip, some really detailed milling work, floating back spacer. This thing is a dream. M390 steel. So yeah, this is good to go. So that's kind of my 5 knives. I'm not gonna have the McKenna here, unfortunately, but overall, I think these are really good options. Squeeze this all onto the, got the little backlash here too. So these are my options. Agree, disagree. I mean, this is totally opinion. As far as like tagging someone else, I don't know. Has Jack Farmboy done this yet? If he hasn't, I'm calling you out, Jack Farmboy. No more than 1,000, at least 900, and at least 5 knives. And I'm adding the rule: no butter knives. Thanks for watching this, guys. I hope it was fun. See you in my next video. Bye.